said if I said something, they won't put Mary in jail for 28 years. So she stayed in jail 30 days, and in the 30 days, I was blackmailed.
In the labyrinth of Hollywood's most talked about scandals, the latest twist comes with a pending lawsuit against Steve Harvey, filed by his ex-wife, Lee Harvey, and Essie Berry, a formidable civil rights activist. These two determined women have joined forces, bringing forth explosive allegations of domestic violence, stalking, and beatings, painting a disturbing picture of the TV show host's off-camera persona. In a bold move to amplify their voices, they have turned to change. Org rallying public support through a signature campaign that seeks to bring these grave accusations to the forefront of media attention. This unfolding saga, laden with allegations that could tarnish the image of one of America's beloved TV personalities, promises to reveal the darker undertones often hidden behind the glitz and glamour of celebrity life.
That's a toxic relationship.
But before we delve into their accusations in detail and what it means for Steve, and it means a lot, let's go back to the very beginning of Steve and Mary's saga, which started out more optimistically than it ended. Their story began like a fairy tale, with Mary, then a makeup artist, meeting the charismatic Steve in an Arlington, Texas mall. Their whirlwind romance quickly led to a lavish wedding in June 1996, symbolizing not just their love, but the merging of two worlds. But as Steve's star rose, so did the turbulence in their marriage. As the couple welcomed their son, Winton Harvey, in 1997, the cracks in their once idyllic union began to show. Mary Lee, once the center of Steve's world, found herself grappling with the harsh realities of being married to a rising celebrity. Allegations of infidelity and emotional neglect started to surface, painting a picture of a marriage in turmoil.
He took my Winton. Took my Winton from me. He turned my son against me.
The divorce in 2005 was anything but amicable. It was a battle that seemed to leave Mary with little more than the remnants of a broken heart. The court documents revealed a staggering $40,000 per month alimony until March 2009 and a lump sum of $1.5 million. But for Mary, it was more than just about money. It was about the betrayal and the loss of a relationship she once held dear. In a desperate attempt to voice her plight, Mary took to YouTube, making grave accusations against Steve, only to be silenced by the court's ruling.
Fury like a woman scorned. Well, Steve's learning that the hard way tonight. Steve's ex-wife, Lee Harvey, is angry, and she's going public.
Transitioning from a shattered marriage to a battlefield of legal confrontations, Lee Harvey's life, post-divorce, was nothing short of a dramatic saga. The aftermath of her split from Steve Harvey was marred not just by financial wrangling, but by an emotional whirlwind that tore through her life. In 2011, Mary turned to YouTube to air her grievances, accusing Steve of infidelity and emotional abuse.
But it's been like that since 2005.
Why,
so this
though?
is nothing.
But why is it in shambles?
Because we have a man of power and authority, and he used that.
However, her bold move landed her in a legal quagmire. Steve struck back with a lawsuit for defamation and contempt of court, which saw Mary sentenced to 30 days in jail in 2013. "I'm just a mother who wants to have access to my son without interference. I'm tired of getting pulled down to McKinney Courthouse every time I say boo. I'm not going to be silenced," Mary declared from behind bars. But Mary's struggles didn't end there. In 2017, represented by Essie Berry, a civil rights activist known for her fiery advocacy, Mary escalated the feud, filing a sensational lawsuit against her ex-husband. This wasn't just another legal skirmish. It was a declaration of war. Mary's allegations were explosive, ranging from abuse to intentional infliction of emotional distress and harassment. According to E! News, Mary described life with Steve Harvey as a combination of torture, deprivation, and brainwashing. This lawsuit was Mary's desperate cry, a plea to highlight the traumatic aftermath of their high-profile divorce, including her claims of significant physical and emotional trauma leading to an attempted self-harm.
The fact that financially my life is in a shamble, that is absolutely true.
Amidst these tumultuous times, Mary accused Steve of severing her relationship with their son, Winton, and causing losses in her business ventures. She demanded a staggering $60 million for her alleged suffering, a sum that spoke volumes of her claimed torment. Steve, however, countered these claims through his lawyer, Brandon R. Williams, who labeled the allegations as meritless and frivolous. Despite the dramatic nature of these claims, the lawsuit was dismissed in 2018 due to jurisdictional issues, leaving Mary's accusations unaddressed in court. But the story takes another twist with Essie Berry, a figure as controversial as she is determined. Berry, widow of Fred Rerun Berry from the 70s sitcom What's Happening, accused Steve of using his influence for nefarious ends. She alleged a decade-long campaign of gang-stalking, fraud, and collusion against her, involving judges and lawyers, and even called for a federal investigation into these claims.
So then I go further, talking to Steve's lawyer. She's going to try to attack my character because she said She didn't like how I was as an activist.
Berry's bold assertions didn't stop there. She claimed to have obtained a 3-year restraining order against Steve, only for it to be suspiciously annulled after 6 months. Steve Harvey has not acted like a man. He has mistreated women for years and then covered up his lies through deception, Berry stated emphatically, painting a picture of a man far removed from his public persona. Mary's allegations of torture in her lawsuit, filed with the help of Essie Berry, only compound the complexity of this conflict. According to court documents obtained by IT, Mary claimed that the marriage was marred by severe mental pain and suffering, an accusation that Steve vehemently denied through his attorney. This legal tussle not only highlighted the bitterness between the former couple, but also brought to light the underlying struggles that Mary faced, which she claimed led to medical conditions for her and her immediate family.
And anybody who befriended Mary, anybody who came in contact with Mary, Steve was trying to put a gag order against them.
As the saga unfolds, Essie Berry, a firebrand civil rights activist, emerges as a formidable force in this high-stakes drama, standing unwaveringly beside Mary Lee Harvey. Berry, with a track record of advocacy and a personal vendetta against injustices, has catapulted herself into the spotlight of this controversy. Her alliance with Mary is not just a partnership. It's a crusade against what they perceive as Steve Harvey's tyrannical misuse of his celebrity power. Berry's campaign against Harvey is not only a fight for Mary, but also a battle for all those who, she claims, have fallen victim to Harvey's alleged abuse of power. Steve Harvey feels that his celebrity status gives him a pass to commit crimes. Berry asserts, her voice laden with conviction. The situation intensifies with Berry's demand for a federal investigation, alleging a decade-long campaign of harassment and bullying. She claims that Harvey's tactics are not just confined to her, but extend to a broader circle of victims. Her allegations are echoed by others, including NAGPEP leaders Dr. Lily Coley and Danielle Brown, and members of the Black Panther Party, who have joined this crusade, signaling a growing chorus of voices against Harvey.
There's something called First Amendment, freedom of speech. Why are we gagging people? So that right there, as a civil rights activist, I couldn't understand it.
The plot thickens as Berry alleges judicial collusion, particularly pointing fingers at Judge Angela Tucker of Collin County, Texas. This is modern, day lynching, Berry declares, suggesting a deep-rooted conspiracy involving the legal system. Her words, heavy with implications, suggest a network of corruption entangling Harvey and his associates. This alleged web of deceit and manipulation, if proven true, could spell the beginning of Harvey's downfall.
All the information that Essie have on Steve Harvey, Mary Harvey, and bombshell information that she have, she should be getting paid for it. She shouldn't be talking about nothing else.
Berry's fight is not without its own scars. She recounts being entered into the Safe at Home program for victims of domestic violence stalking, a testament to the severity of the threats she claims to have faced. The requirement for concrete proof to enter this program underscores the seriousness of her allegations against Harvey. I'm asking the public to help us to stop Steve Harvey and his courtroom corruption against Black women and others who deserve the right to justice, she pleads, her call to action resonating with a sense of urgency. In a twist that adds to the melodrama, Berry alleges that a restraining order she obtained against Harvey was suspiciously annulled. He went back to bullying me with malicious intent and degrading videos, gang stalking, and harassment. She claims painting a harrowing picture of a relentless vendetta. This allegation, if substantiated, not only challenges Harvey's public persona, but also raises questions about the integrity of the legal system.
It says that Steve Harvey said that you were He said that you were an agent of his ex.
As Berry and her cohort rally for justice, the implications for Harvey are monumental. The collective weight of these accusations, the call for a federal investigation, and the increasing public scrutiny could mark a pivotal moment in this ongoing feud. With Berry at the helm, this battle seems far from over. The question that now looms large is, will this be the tipping point that leads to Harvey's downfall? Only time will tell, but one thing is certain, the stakes have never been higher, and the world is watching. The public's reaction to this unfolding drama has been as varied as it is impassioned. Fans and observers have taken to various platforms to voice their opinions, creating a mosaic of sentiments that range from staunch support to vehement opposition. One commenter on Change.org, reflecting a sentiment shared by many, expressed frustration over the duration of this saga, stating, "This has gone on for way too long, and Steve and others need to be stopped." Another voice from the same platform echoes a call for solidarity, especially among women of color. No more disrespect. Stop the bullying, harassing women of color. We stand together in unity. Stop this together. In unity, stop this together. These comments indicate a broader public consensus that leans towards a desire for accountability and justice. The sentiment seems to be that, regardless of Steve Harvey's celebrity status, there should be no exemption from scrutiny and legal repercussions if the allegations hold true. Now we turn to you, our astute viewers, to weigh in on this unfolding drama. Do you believe that the allegations against Steve Harvey are a mere byproduct of his celebrity status, or do they signify a deeper, more systemic issue within the realms of fame and justice? And in the light of Essie Berry's unwavering fight, what do you think the future holds for both her and Steve Harvey? Drop your thoughts, opinions, and analyses in the comments below. Farewell and stay tuned.